Peter. I'm just interested in your observations based on the previous game in Dublin. The Irish had a very physical approach, which I think seemed to affect you there. What did you learn from that game, and what will you change heading into tomorrow's game?
The preparation before was in the game in Ireland that we have respect. We know that it was a good team. But you can look at other games and you can see it, but you have to manage it on the field. And there we saw that we have taken many steps in the way to play, very well organized. And in every team you need key players, and Ireland have a couple of very good key players that can win the game for them. So now we know. Before we have just seen them, but we have met them before, and I think that's very important for us to have that knowledge to the game tomorrow.
So just to follow up then, there's, having seen them in the flesh, having played them, there's even more respect for the Irish team now?
I don't know if you say more respect, but respect you always had, because you never have a result after the game, so you can prepare things, but I think it's sometimes when you play in the club football, you play Champions League, you have 2 games. When you play them the first game, you can look at them, you can scout them, but when you have met them once, it's easier. But it's easier for both teams that you know what's going to happen. Then you can have some changes, but the players know a little bit more about what's going to happen. So I think it's for tomorrow game for us, but also for Ireland. They know how to meet Sweden.
Okay, so a couple more will start over there.
Peter, how are you? You seem like a very humble group, your team, your squad, your staff. But was the recent jersey campaign with Adidas, was there any concerns that that might be perceived as arrogant, where you're telling the world how to beat you?
Yeah, they are a very good group, and they are very good human beings. So it's pretty easy to be a coach for them, because you have this ambition. They have ambition to have the best in every moment, and they have I think it's respect for each other. And even if doesn't matter what we meet for team. So if we meet Georgia, the last game, and so the preparation for us for that game was exactly the same when I meet the US in preparation before. And if you see the players on the training, everything, they do everything 100%. And I know they competing with each other on some places in the squad for the European Championship in the summer. But they're humble to each other. They help each other. They coach each other, and that's very important in the group, and it's important for me and for Sweden.
Adidas in Sweden just released a marketing campaign around their jersey where you tell your opposition how to beat you. Just from the outside looking in, it could be perceived as arrogance. Did you think that? Because you're not an arrogant group, but it looks like that from the outside looking in.
Yeah, it's always marketing things and things like that, and I think everybody knows the things. If they don't know it, buy the shirt, and you can see it. I don't know. So every country have well scouted about teams and the players and things like that. So, but I think it's always I don't like this to be an underdog. I don't like the talk about it that you like to be an underdog. You like to be a winner, and when you win and you starting something, it's more something that you have done. If you're favorite, if you have good ranking, it's something you've done. It doesn't mean that you win the next game. But it's nicer. I think it's nicer, and I think also the opportunity to win the game is better if you have higher ranking and if you're a better team. So somebody say that it's the Swedish styles that we like underdogs, but I think we should not talk about when we have people. We are from Sweden, but we are different kind of human beings. So they're playing abroad, and these players are, yeah. I think they like to win. They like to be favorites. They are in the club, so they can be in the international team also.
Okay, we have one more question in English from the person over there, and we will continue in Swedish.
Thank you. Peter, this might seem like a strange question considering you've just scored 15 goals, but have you scored enough goals, do you think, in the rest of your games?
When it's like this competition, I have a history myself. When I lose on same different in goals, and we play 26 games, but we lose to go up in the highest level because we have scored less goals. We have the same, yeah. So if you play 26 games and you say, for me, it's always, can we do another goal? You don't know what's going to be in the end. So try to score goals, try it if you can beat, but it's also to stop goals. So we don't know, and we know that the draw tomorrow, we're ready for the world. If we lose, we don't know what's going to happen. So every goal is important, and that's something that I try to, and they accept it. So even if it was 50 now, we have other games against Hungary and Slovakia that we score goals at the end, because we don't know it's going to be important.
But you only scored one in Dublin, and in fact it was an own goal. I mean,
Yeah.
were you concerned that you haven't been scoring enough against teams like Ireland?
Yeah, for me it's an own goal, or set pieces, or it doesn't matter. You have to score goals. I think I like, when I see football, I like fantastic goals. If I watch, and I'm a coach, we're playing, I don't bother. Ball over the line, yeah.
Also this time start with a couple of questions for Seger, Magdalena, Eriksson, and or Kosovare Asllani. So raise your hand if you want to ask. Start down there.
Magdalena, you were the only one of the three players here who played in Dublin. What were your thoughts on that game, and what have you learned about Ireland?
Yeah, that was a tough game for us. I think Ireland is a really structured team. They're really good defensively. We didn't have a lot of chances, so it was a tough game for us, but a really important win. So I think it's going to be a tough game tomorrow as well. But we're going to do everything we can to get the 3 points.
Do you feel there'll be extra pressure on you, with the crowd expecting you to qualify tomorrow?
I think we have that kind of pressure on ourselves in every game we play, so it's nothing new there. I think we just really enjoy playing in front of our home crowd, and hopefully a big crowd.
Hello, Magdalena, yeah, you're in a battle with Arsenal in England at the moment. How have you found playing against Katie McCabe over the years?
Yeah, I like playing against Katie McCabe. I think you can tell she's a very competitive person. She loves to win, and she loves to play in these kind of games. I think she's a fantastic player as well. She's proven really good form throughout her time in Arsenal, but also for Ireland. She's a massive player, so I enjoy playing against her, and I look forward to playing against her tomorrow.
One more over there.
Kosovare, you won 15 goals to 0 the other day. Is there much to learn from a match like that? And is there much to learn for Georgia when they play a team like yourselves?
I think, personally, I didn't think it was really fun to win with those numbers, but at the same time, we're there to win and to get the 3 points. And I think playing smaller ranked teams like Georgia, I think maybe it's not the best games for us, but every minute for us is important to break the relationship in our team, because we don't get a lot of games together during the season. But and also I think it's an inspiration for the Georgian players to play against a top-ranked team in the world, and for the next generation in their country. But for our sake, it's just about getting minutes together, basically, because we know like this is the most important game that we play tomorrow, and it was a good game ahead of tomorrow.
Last English question, go.
And ask you a question, not to leave you out.
That's okay.
In terms of how you like to approach the game tomorrow, it was very physical in Dublin, and I know from the Swedish side there was a lot of upset with a few of the tackles from the Irish. Are you hoping for better protection from the referee tomorrow, that you can express yourself and play the game you want to in front of your home crowd?
I mean, I watched that game, and we are all prepared that it's going to be the same tomorrow, and I think as long as we're prepared mentally and physically, obviously, I think it's going to be a game like that. But we always want the referees to protect us players, and I hope they will do a good job tomorrow by doing that also.
Okay, we have one final one in English.
Yep. Hi, Aisling O'Reilly from Off the Ball. Caroline, you've been in this side now since 2005. A long journey, really exciting times. Do you think this current crop of players is the most exciting time of this Swedish team? Tough question.
I have to say yes. No, but I think like we're a lot of players now with a lot of experience, and we had the chance to also play a long time together and get to know each other on and off the field. Yeah, I hope I will sit here after the Euros and after we win the Euros and say that I was right, that it's the best team.
And one final question, if I can, just for Ireland, were you impressed with them the last day when you were watching on?
Sorry.
Were you impressed
your
with?
English is great.
Yeah, I need to slow down.
Yeah.
Were you impressed with Ireland when they played Sweden?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, I haven't seen them that many games, and it was a tight game for us against them. It was only 1-0, and they pushed for that goal. So it's a very good team, and I think they developed a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, we